Okay. Welcome, world. How are you? How everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the Man Cave. As y'all know, I'm your host, Cal Williams, and of course, I'm joined by my broski, DJ.
What's up?
Yes, sir. You know,
we in here, man.
All day, every day, as you know, in the Man Cave.
Bro, how you been, man?
I'm great, man. I'm great, man. You know, guilty on all charges. Guilty on all charges. I'm great. I'm great.
Yeah. That part.
Great. Yeah. Guilty on all charges. You know
I was flipping out earlier, dog. I don't know if you see me. I was on Facebook snapping out like, bruh.
Yeah.
Release my pages, man.
Yeah.
They want to let go of my like pages. Then I found out I'm a high priority page.
Hey. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Wait, what?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I didn't even know. I paid no attention to that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I got 15,000 followers.
Hey.
I didn't even know that.
There you
go.
So
bro. I'm like, wait, what? So I had to go through all this authenticating and all that kind of stuff to get my pages.
On your Facebook page, that's how many followers you got?
No, on my like page, on my Jacob DJ favorite page.
Yeah.
I ain't even, bruh.
Ain't even know, huh? Ain't even know you was moving like that, huh?
Now my followers on my regular page are huge too.
Right.
But I ain't been paying attention. I don't pay attention to that stuff, man. I was just like, yo, let my page go, man. I do all kind of stuff on my page. Y'all tripping.
It is
what and it then is. I went because they sent me an email telling me that I mean, not email, it was a message on Facebook.
Okay.
Let me know that I need to authenticate it, but I don't know, I ain't paying no mind or nothing because I was busy at the time or something.
Yeah.
This was a little while ago.
But you high profile, that's why.
Yeah, this was a little while ago, and then I read in the little thing when I went into it today, it said it has to be authenticated within 30 days or something. So I think I missed the 30 days, but bruh, I'm like, dude, they got my page locked up. What the? I was like, Facebook on some other stuff, man.
Well, they let your page go now, though, right? You good now, right?
Yeah, I got back in. Yeah, I'm good
there
now.
You go. It's all good.
I just don't like, if anybody from Facebook is watching, I'm going to need y'all to make my pages back into like pages instead of regular profiles.
They always watching. You know the powers that be done heard you. Powers that be done heard you. Somebody heard you. Trust me. They always watching.
Let my pages. Let us free. That's all I gotta say.
It is what it is. It's gonna happen. But we can't continue the show without definitely saying, we're actually glad that justice was served.
Bruh.
We're actually glad that justice was served, and
finally.
Yeah, powers that be, guilty on all charges, man. I mean,
somebody said 420 would never be the same.
It won't. And it won't.
It would never be the same, dog.
I'm glad that George Floyd, I'm glad that his family, was able to get justice for, that wrongful death, so.
It's the start.
Definitely shout out to, the system for, definitely coming through with that one for George Floyd and his family. So,
right.
Definitely.
We got a ways to go, but it's a start. Man.
Yeah, we got a way. You got to start somewhere. It has to start a change. The change has to start somewhere. So,
Bruh, the look on his face, though, dude.
This is the start.
Did you see that?
Oh, I seen the look.
When they read that verdict?
Yeah, I seen the look.
And he said, Kevo Stage had me dying because Kevo Stage did a side-by-side. And he was like, but I'm white. I was like, bruh, stop. Y'all don't know? You can't see? Kev had me crying. I was like, this dude, man.
Hey.
That's exactly how he was looking, though. Like, wait a minute. They don't understand?
Listen, justice is served, man. I'm glad about
now,
it.
If the rest of them can go down, we're going to wait for the rest of them because it's I think it's 3 more, ain't it?
I believe so.
Like four of them. I think it was like four of them. So yeah,
we're gonna see what happened. But like I said,
yeah,
we got this one. Justice was served, so definitely, shout out to that. That was
wait for this sentencing. Yeah,
definitely. And it kind of like it's a lot going on in the world. It's definitely a lot going on in the world. It's a lot of things that needs to be addressed, and we need to really address to get justice. It's a lot.
Yeah,
going on.
Definitely.
People, just make sure y'all safe out there. Make sure y'all looking out for one another. That's very important too. We have to look out for each other. Now I know a lot of times people turn a blind eye. A lot of times people, oh, it's not my business, I'm not getting involved. We have to look out for each other. We do.
Got to, bro.
Man. We got to. We're stronger together than we are apart. And we at some point in time, we have to stand. We have to stand together. And in the time of darkness, in the time of madness or whatever, we have to stand together. We can't keep turning the blind eye and, turning the other cheek. I have nothing to do with that. That's not my business. No.
It's a must.
We definitely gotta stand together.
It's a definite must.
It's a big must. It's definitely a big.
I'll tell you how much of a must it is. We can flow into that. Mm-hmm. What we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Not even 30 minutes after the verdict was read.
Uh-huh. Oh, say that
young
again?
Girl. Not even 30 minutes after the verdict was read.
Yeah,
young lady, Ma'Khia Bryant.
Yes. Please speak.
In Ohio, was shot and killed by the cops. Now, from what I've been told, and I have people in Ohio, I have a real good friend that's a pastor that is, he's deeply rooted in this story because her family, I think some of her family or something that attends his church. And so he was telling me about the situation where I heard beforehand, before talking to him, that the girl was getting threatened. They was threatening her. They was talking about what they was going to do. And I don't know if it was on social media or if they was calling each other. Mm-hmm. One thing led to another. That's how they got to the crib. Mm-hmm. They decided to pull up. I'm going to pull up. A lot of people say, yo, pull up. Right. Pull up. So they go to the house, and the young lady comes out, and that's where it ensued. I was told that she was being jumped on.
Okay,
that's what I heard.
Okay,
that they were jumping her, and that's the reason why she had that knife.
Okay.
Now, Pastor was letting us know that in Ohio, not too long ago, they just came down with the stand your ground law.
Okay.
Basically, if people don't know what that means, is you don't have to flee when something like this is going on, as long as you're in your house or in your car. Anywhere else, you're gonna get in trouble.
So if you're in your house or your car, you can stand your ground.
If you're in your house or in your car, you can stand your ground. You don't have to flee. If that, whatever that means, you have to take care of business. That's what I'm understanding about this law that they have now.
Okay.
Now, this ain't been this way all the time. It just happened not too long ago.
Yeah, it's a little minute. I mean, I know a couple of people that that law.
Yeah, and so my whole thinking was when I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, "Ain't Ohio a stand your law ground, stand your ground law state now?" And they was like, "Yeah, it is." And I was like, "Oh, if she would have stayed in her house."
I know Florida is. I know a few people got off with that law in Florida. They're in grounds. Yeah.
It's a lot of people are upset. Social media has been on fire.
Oh yeah, of course.
They release this body cam video like that.
Okay.
Real quick. Like I ain't never seen it released that quick. And I'm like, whoa, that was quick. And so yeah, she was in the cam video. Now I don't know if that's where it started.
Okay.
Or if they just showed us that part.
Well, I'm sure from what you just said, and I don't even know all the details, but from what you just said and from what I did, see and read, that video definitely was edited. That's not
because and I only say that, I'm only saying that because we on social media and you know how we are.
Of course.
As soon as something happens or we think something's about to happen, boom, this all you see.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. Phone come out.
Everybody's recording.
But you definitely not getting the full story from front to back.
Right. So what happened with me was, I guess it's because I'm a podcaster, because I talk about stuff like this on my pages. I don't know. I guess that's why. People, when stuff like this happen, immediately send me live links. They immediately send me people talking about it. They tag me to post quick, all that kind of stuff.
Of course.
And so I got about 3 lives right after it happened where there was people in the street, in the yard. They're there. And like, man, she's still on the ground. That's all you hear in the background. They ain't picked her up yet. Why is she still laying there? And this is 15, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later. Man, they need to get her up. This is that. People throwing a fit.
Lady. We're talking about she was only 15, 16 years old.
They said 16. Yeah. That's what the police are saying. She was 16.
This is crazy. And when I see things like that, I'm looking at it through a different lens because I have a 15-year-old daughter.
Right, that part.
I have a 15-year-old daughter. So when I see things like that, I'm looking at it through a different lens. And as a father, as a parent,
bro, I can't even imagine, dog.
It becomes speechless, like, to know now what that family's going through, and what that young lady was put through. Okay, she had a weapon in her hand, she had a knife. I get that part, but I know it is so much more to the story.
Now, Dr. Lewis said something else, and I agree with him. Dr. Lewis used to be on the police force. He was a cop.
Yeah.
In those instances, they're not trained to wait. That's why I keep saying they need to be retrained. They're not trained to see what's going on. They're not trained to stop. And a lot of people were saying, man, they just rolled up to the house because the cops was called, from my understanding, by this young lady. Because she felt her life was in danger. And threatened. And so she called the cops. When the cops roll up, from what I'm understanding from those bystanders, there was no questions asked other than telling her to put that knife down. They did tell her that. We did see that. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. She didn't want to put that knife down. And that's when they opened up on her. I do know, like he said, that's excessive force, just having the knife in her hand.
It is.
In security, we train.
It is.
Wait, we ain't asking no questions if people coming at us with weapons, especially if we carry. It's a little different. And I was like, as soon as he said it, I was like, oh, yeah, because armed security is the same way. We train like that too.
That's how you train.
So, yeah, that's
how you train.
And I didn't even think about it until he said that, because I was kind of heated behind that junk. Like, man, come on, man, we can't even have an hour. Are you serious? And I'm getting hit up like, yo, they just killed the young girl. I'm like, oh my God.
That's why I said it's always more to the story, like media. Right. Another thing too. Okay, the media job is to only report the part.
Oh yeah,
going to get ratings,
the attention. Yeah,
that's their job, to get ratings.
Shoot, so, we do that.
Yes. Yeah.
The media, we do it too.
It's marketing and promotions 101.
Bruh.
101. They're going to promote the parts that is going to get people to tune in, that is going to get ratings, the parts that is going to get you to stop whatever you're doing and to watch. That's what it is. That's just what it is.
Definitely.
So, you have to take that in mind, into consideration when you first hearing something and seeing something. You got to get the whole story. A lot of times we do, you do make a judgment off of just what you hear at the beginning or what someone else said. It's always, it's always another
story. Yeah, you're right.
It's always another side to the story. And
you're
correct in that sense or whatever. That is what's trained. Like you have lethal force and you have less lethal force. And so it is a part of training. So if someone is coming at you with a weapon, you ought to give that warning. You give that warning, you can give that warning a second time. Once you give that second warning, if that person is still coming towards you with a weapon, towards you or towards someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. And that was, done in the proper sense. But it's just
it's a little different.
It was done in
the timing, bro.
Timing, right?
The timing, bro.
Timing of when it happened. That was like, okay, how do we dissect this one? How do we digest this? It was the timing. That's
right.
What it was. That's what it was. But
I'm like, dang, we gotta put rest in peace.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and this is why you have to also, as people, as us out there, and as I just said, we got to look out for each other. This is also a time to reflect who is actually in your circle.
Right.
This is also a time to reflect who was actually in your circle at a time like this, where we need to be looking out for each other. We need to be helping each other grow. We need to be, my brother's keeper or my sister's keeper. At a time like this, it's a good time to reflect on your own circle and the people that you are a part of that circle. Because more than we may like, we have a lot of people that is in our circle, but really is not there for the right reasons.
Right.
They're not there for the right reasons. And as you grow as an individual, you have to understand that everybody that's in your circle is not going to be part of your growth.
That's facts.
And that's just the reality. That's just the reality of it. Everybody's not going to be part of your growth, because unfortunately, not everybody is going to support your growth. Not everybody is going to want you to grow.
Bro, you better say that, man.
It's the truth, man. And a lot of times, being a good person, having a good heart, and being a good individual that actually cares about the people in your circle, and you actually being one of the people that is actually a good person in your circle, you want nothing but good for yourself as well as the people that's in your life, in your circle. So you want them to embrace your growth with you. You want them to grow with you. You want to grab them by their shirt and take them up the ladder with you. Unfortunately,
You can't take everybody. You can't.
You can't take everybody. You can't take everybody, and not everybody wants to go.
Yeah, some people are just there to see you fall.
People, right?
They just be waiting, but
some people are comfortable. Some people are comfortable where they're at, and they don't want to go. And then you got the other people that want to go there,
but they don't want to be part of the process.
They don't want you there with them. They want to go where they want. You got the other people that want to go where you at, but they want to pull you down and take your spot because they don't want you there with them. You got to watch them. It comes in all shapes and sizes, all faces, man, and it's sad because.
And the kicker is who it is.
Oh yeah,
like when you find out who it is, it's like, dang, I thought you would have my back like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bruh. And sometimes it be family. It be your closest family. You be like, oh man, come on, man. Just like, shoot, I tell you how many people on my hand, and I'm talking about my mom's side, my dad's side, who is kicking it for your boy when I started this DJ thing again. Like, oh, that's what you doing?
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's what you're doing.
I'm like,
dang. Where's the
like
support?
That? Right, that part. Like, dog, man, you ain't. Nah, you ain't gonna do all that. It ain't gonna be that way. It's thinking you on the internet. You did, bruh. I heard it all.
And those be the same people. Once you get a big situation, a major situation, everybody know you.
They be right there.
People, the first thing they say is, "Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna make it." Oh yeah, I knew you had it in you. Oh man, yo, you think I could come with you? Yo, you think you could let me hold something? Oh, you're the first one to have their hand out and want something. But the first one to talk about you put you down.
Bruh.
Or they'll be trying to take the credit for your hard work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Telling people, oh yeah, I'm the one that gave him his first job. I'm the one that
I was just gonna say that.
I'm the one that introduced him to the guy that gave him that. I'm the one that this. It's like, hold on. What?
I pushed him. You did what?
What? Hold on. What did Ross say? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bruh.
Cut the bullshit.
That's so real, dog.
So we gotta watch those, man, because more than enough, man. A lot of times we try to keep people in our life that God trying to remove.
That part, yeah. Because you don't want to let them go.
We don't want to let them go. And if you don't want to let them go, what's gonna happen? You gonna block
and
your
you know what?
life.
Majority of the time, they'll show yourself to you.
Oh, of course.
And you don't believe it. Like, nah, man.
Listen, man.
Nah, it ain't like that, man.
We give them excuses. We keep them in our life, and we give them excuses. But they've been showing us who they are.
Right.
They've been showing us who they are. The thing about it is they never switched up. They've been showing us who they was for years.
For the longest, yeah.
We just kept giving them excuses and kept rocking with them. Chances. But they've been showing who they was.
Right.
Let me tell you something. My brother, shout out to my brother. Shout out to AP Apocalypse. Shout out to the whole 8th Day Music. Shout out to my brother AP. Let me tell you, my brother gave me some advice when I was 16 years old. That advice stuck with me my whole life, all the way up to now. And it was some of the best advice he could have gave me. It helped mold me, and it helped mold my mindset. He told me this when I was going through something. Going through something about friends and family and having them portray you, go against you, things and all that. I was 16 years old going through this, and it was weighing on me real hard. Sitting outside in Brooklyn, New York, sitting outside early in the morning, just by myself. He walked up. He seen me sitting out there. He said, "Bro, what's going on, man?" I told him the situation. He told me. He said, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you something." He said, "This is a famous." He says a famous quote by Maya Angelou. He said, "When someone show you who they really are, the first thing, believe them."
It's that part. Yeah. Yep.
He told me that, and then we went on and we spoke more. We had a further conversation, and he told me some more things. But that right there stuck with me, and it helped mold my mindset to that point. From that day when my brother gave that advice to me and told me, when someone show you who they really are, believe them. Let me tell you, that's how I live my life, man. And I've been living that way since 16, man. The moment
why is this so hard, bro?
It ain't hard for me no more.
I don't understand, because, okay, for instance, when an animal shows us who they are, say you walking down the street or something, and a dog just start barking at you, growling and all that, we believe him like that. Oh, no, we ain't messing with that dog, because,
Yep. When we ever walk down that same street, we know exactly where that dog is at. We know we ain't going
to cross the street.
Or we stay away.
I'm just saying, what's the difference? Why is this so hard for us to... I don't know. Maybe that's humanity. I don't know.
It definitely is humanity. And when you a good person and you have some type of personal connection to that person, it makes it more difficult, because you're not just sitting down and making a rational decision and going with it. You got emotions tied into that. You know what I'm saying? You got years of being with that person tied into that. You got the good times y'all had tied into that, not just the bad times. You know what I'm saying? You got the talks y'all had. You got everything, all that wrapped up into that. Even knowing that person is still showing you a lot of mess about who they are. You got all these other things to consider and think about why you should not dismiss them from your circle, and you should just keep them. Then you start coming up with all these plan Bs, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That's why it becomes so hard. But see, it's all that extra stuff that makes it hard.
Right.
It's really simple, but all that extra stuff makes it hard and makes it more complex for you to do what you already know you need to do.
It takes one time, dog. I think once you get older, I'm 45. I ain't scared to say my age. I'll be 46 in November.
There you go. Congratulations.
Once you get older, you done been here for a while. You start seeing stuff. You cut it off like that.
See things
I'm different, because people ask me all the time, why you don't never be hanging out with nobody? Why don't you go here? Why don't you do that? We don't never see you doing this and doing that. I'm so content being by myself, bro. It ain't even funny. Content. Chilling.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
They getting on my case on Clubhouse now. Like the man cave.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
I got told today, you need to go get your son. Just go on out here and you just scared of women. Why you just nah, bruh? I'm just good.
You go.
I told you, man, I started dating myself, going out to the movies by myself, going to dinner by myself, going here and there by myself. And the number one thing that got me was when I leave these places and I still got money in my pocket. Who like what? I only spent $20 a night. Bruh, speaking of that, I was in a convo a few days ago on Clubhouse. I talk to Clubhouse all the time. And I happened to click into this room.
Okay.
And they were talking about money and women.
Okay.
Why women always after the money? What is it all about? And basically the synopsis of the women, this room had about 900 or some people in it.
Okay.
The synopsis of what I've got from every woman that spoke in that room,
okay,
was that's the way it's supposed to be. Y'all supposed to take care of us. You're supposed to spend the money on us. Now, one lady in particular got on the mic and basically said, I am a high profile chick. Well, she called herself a chick. She said, I'm a high profile woman.
Okay.
I like certain things done a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be treated a certain way.
Okay.
I like to be pampered a certain way. And if you ain't coming with it, don't come at all.
Okay.
And so the guys got on the mic like, man, oh, you tripping, bro. They running down. Mm-hmm. And the women in the room was like, yeah, I'm with her. I feel her. That's real right there. Whatever.
Right.
So the head moderator, the dude that owned the room, was like, hold on. Why is y'all tripping, man? Y'all all about money. So if a man ain't got money, y'all ain't dealing with him. This lady said straight up, bro, without a smile on her face, if you can't afford me, don't step to me. That's it. That's it. Okay. She said that's it. All you got to do is not come to me. Because I'm the type that's going to tell you up front, this is what I want. Don't piggyback around with me. She was like, don't play with me. Take me on date thinking that I'm going to do this and do that. Because as soon as I find out you broke.
Well, I just
was like, oh my God.
I'll say this to that. At least she's honest.
Right. That's the only thing I can say.
At least she's up front. I mean, I'm going to be dead. Like, listen, I could respect that.
Right.
I can respect that because
you can't help but respect it.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't help not. Well, you got some guys that feel a certain way about that. Me personally, I respect that. You telling me from the door, so I don't have to waste my time, and you ain't got to waste your time because there's somebody out there for everybody. So if I'm not that person for you, I'm glad you letting me know at the door, so I ain't got because my time is precious as well. You see what I'm saying? So that give me ample opportunity to go find that right match for me, and you can go find that right match for you. We ain't gotta waste nobody's time at all.
I had them cracking up because as soon as she said that, I moved myself back to the audience, Cal.
Okay.
And they said, wait, what favor go? What favor in the audience? Who put him in the audience? I think he did it himself. Man, invite him back to the stage. They invited me back to the stage like, yo, we wanted to know what you thought. Why you go to the audience? I was like, shoot, I'm out. I ain't into none of this stuff. They were cracking up. Because I'm a man that work hard for mine.
Right.
Well, now, I will take care of mine when we get married.
Right.
That's a done data.
Mm-hmm.
In the dating stage, I ain't finna be putting out like that. I'm just not.
And that's fine.
If I was in a different salary bracket,
nah.
But
stop.
I'm not the type. But see, this is my deal.
Okay.
Just like the last real relationship I was in.
Okay.
I did everything.
Mm-hmm.
No questions asked.
Okay.
No money had to come out of pocket. I was doing everything. At the time,
right,
I was working a job where I didn't have to do anything.
Right.
So it was easy for me to do that.
But
I ain't
right
have to pay rent.
But
yeah,
right. But
all
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, it's different now. So, like,
Right.
with you going through the situation you went through, if the situation was to repeat itself and you was in a different financial situation where you had the money, you know what I'm saying? You ain't one for nothing. You caked up. I feel from what you learned, from what you went through in your past, you're not going to make that mistake.
Oh,
again.
yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah.
you're not going to be fronting the bill on
Oh,
everything.
yeah. No,
you're not going to be paying, and
And
you're not. It's going to be
mind
different
you,
this time around. Now, you may
now,
spoil, and you may spoil, and you may treat right, but you're not going to do that same thing over again because of what went on in your past. So you learn from that situation. And that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That brings you back to what I said. Like, there's somebody out there for everybody.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to find what works for you. And hey, like I said, I don't see nothing wrong with what that woman says. She letting them know from the door. Her time don't need to be wasted just like nobody else's. It is
Now,
what it
if
is.
it was more women that did that,
it'd be beautiful. If there was more people, hold up. I'm not even, you know what? I'm not even going to just put that on the women. If there was more people, men and women, who was honest at the door.
This is what
and what they wanted, what they
right.
don't want, what they willing to accept, what they're not willing to accept, it would be more healthier and better relationships out there.
Now, see, this is where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say put everything on the table. This is stuff I'm talking about.
Put it on the table.
When I say that, told them you to be like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know you about putting everything. This is the stuff I'm talking about because I've experienced stuff to where I need to know up front, if this is what it is, this is what it is.
Yeah.
So that, like, I've been there where I was blindsided by the fact of, oh, you lost your place. Oh, your job fired you. Oh no, I ain't in that.
And that's fine. You don't.
And
have
I'm like,
to
wait.
You don't have to be in that. That's fine.
I just took care of you for the last 6 months. What do you mean? No, I ain't signed up for this.
Yeah.
What? Like, you blindsided, like, boom, you already down. You already down. You hurting already. And then
that's why the conversations is needed at the beginning. Conversations needed at the beginning, and that right there just brings it even more back to our current conversation.
Jesse said it.
Evaluating yourself and the people in your circle, because you have those type of conversations and you know exactly who you dealing with. You know exactly who you dealing with. If you're dealing with a liar, you know you're dealing with a liar. A liar's going to lie to you. You're dealing with a cheat's going to cheat on you. You're dealing with a snake going to bite you. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with somebody grimy, they're going to do you dirty. So learn the people in your circle and know who you're dealing with. So that way you'll be able to recognize them and deal with them accordingly when you're dealing with them, or choose to just remove them from your circle altogether. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be done. You can't keep giving grown people excuses for their own actions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we do that. And when you do that, you're not doing nothing but giving that person another chance and another opportunity to do you wrong. That's all you're doing. And then,
definitely right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to stop giving people excuses, grown people excuses for their own fucked up actions. We got to stop doing that. I mean, me personally, like I said, after that talk with my brother at the age of 16, that changed my mental, and that just put me on a different path mentally. Like, I have no problem cutting you off. I have no problem cutting anybody out of my life that is bringing negativity and bringing nothing but fucked up shit and treating me away, treating my loved ones. I have no problem at all. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are or who you think you are. I have no problem cutting that negativity shit out of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm too good of a person and I got too good of a heart to be dealing with that type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and everyone should feel that way about themselves. Everybody should. Everybody should feel that I'm too good to be dealing with the bullshit. Everybody should feel that way. So it's like, you know, I mean, like I said, the excuses, you know what I'm saying? The excuses that people give, you know what I mean? Like, and you keep giving this person, ammo to shoot you.
Let them go, yeah.
And you turn around and you want to get upset and get mad and call her, complain why the person shot you, how they shot you, what type of weapon they used to shoot you with, who they bought this time to shoot you. Like, listen, you could cut all that out by just removing them from your circle, removing them from your peace.
Right. Like I said, they already showed you who they were, so.
And now you got a decision to make. Sometimes that decision is harder than others. Sometimes you don't want to make that decision. Sometimes it comes from someone who you really can't believe in a million years did this to you or said that about you. But guess what? As our executive producer say, we're here now.
We're here now.
So now that we're here, now there's some decisions that needs to be made.
Been there quite a few
times, be able to make some decisions, because if you want to grow in life, guess what? Growing is not always easy. A lot of times it isn't. Sometimes you have them little splurts where that growth was an easy one. 9 times out of 10, growth is not easy. Growth is not easy. It's going to be
like Jeffrey said.
It's going to be pain. It's going to be all that.
Jeffrey said conversation is absolutely needed before moving yourself with a person, and take more time to learn people. That's the issue, though.
That's a fact.
That's the issue, because nowadays we live in a microwave society. Like, they want stuff right now to happen right now, and if it don't happen right now, regardless of what it is, I mean, so it's just bound to be that way with getting to know somebody. They think they're supposed to. Okay. So I got friends that are dating now.
Okay.
And a few of them give their exit page. They let you know, yo, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And you see the people that's every other night they out, they single.
Yeah.
Having sex with everybody that like, wait a minute, bruh. Hold on. What's going on? What is happening? Yeah, I just got done doing this. Like, really? You posting this on Facebook? This is what you talking about? Wait, hold on. What? When did this become a tell-all? That's what I be getting. That's what be tripping me out, because people nowadays tell everything because of social media.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, we don't keep nothing to ourselves anymore.
No.
It's not
knows everything.
Yeah, it used to be a day where you date somebody, or even have sex with people, and don't nobody say nothing. Keep it to ourselves. Not now. I'm gonna tell everybody.
Oh yeah.
Like, what? What is? I don't know. I don't get it. Probably the younger generation that's bringing all that out. Just like the young lady, dude.
The thing
How
about
we
it
handle
is,
stuff back in the day. Ain't nobody had no knives or guns or nothing. We fighting it out.
The most we had was a blade. If we had anything, the most we had was a blade, but
it's like
we fighting it out. Things is different.
It ain't like that no more, dog.
Things is much different. It's much different.
Everybody's carrying now. Everybody. Like, what? So yeah. Yeah. So the situation with this topic.
Yeah.
What let's talk about it. What's going on, Cal? Let me be your counselor.
I mean, life, like I said, growth in life, and you just come to different points in your life where it's another step I have to climb. Because I'm coming to another pinpoint and I'm starting to just realize certain things that has to be removed, have to be pushed to the side. Certain things can't be ignored. It got to be addressed. Certain things don't even have to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? It just has to be the process of moving forward. It's just those things, life. So, that's why I just felt the need to talk about this tonight, as far as like, to the people, to the world. Understanding, people that you deal with and people that is in your circle, and understanding, how to deal with it, or choosing not to deal with it at all. But the one thing you don't want to do is constantly give grown people an excuse for their fucked up ways. You know what I'm saying? Or the things that they do to you or your loved ones. You don't want to constantly do that, because you give people ammo and more chance to do wrong.
We was just talking about this.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you know better, you do better. If you want different results, you do different. You know what I'm saying? Insanity, the definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing over and over
again. Yep.
Expecting different results.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to move different,
Yeah, you got to. Because I don't know how many people be doing that. There's a lot of people do the same thing over and over again. You be bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. This, sooner or later, you're going to have to do something else, because this ain't working.
Yeah.
It's not. But that, like you said, there are some that's in their mindset thinking that, it's going to change.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they've been doing this for years, though.
Yeah, exactly. And see, you got those people that's just comfortable. Like, they're comfortable with how things is.
Right.
They're not even looking for anything different. And they're so comfortable in the situation, they're even comfortable in how the way they treat you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And you may look at them like, yo, what's wrong with you? And they looking at you the same way, like, what's wrong
with you? Yeah.
Like, this is how we do. This, me. That don't make it right. But that's how they're looking at the situation. And then if you've been accepting it for so long, sometimes, like how we said earlier, it's difficult for you to remove it, because even though, and it might sound crazy, even though someone is treating you a certain way or treating you wrong, if you've been dealing with it for so long, you've adapted to that behavior.
You get used to it. Yep.
So to you, it may be nothing. You just push it to the side. It may take a fresh set of eyes to come into the situation and be like, yo, that's fucked up the way they treating you.
Yeah, it's always good to have
letting that happen.
Somebody got to be the voice of reason.
But sometimes it takes that. I mean, I know I'm a witness to that. There's been certain things that went on in my past where it took other people to be like, yo, Cal, let me holler at you for a minute.
My boy Bino, bruh. You just made me think about it. I got a friend that I met through Clubhouse. And Bino basically is he's nonchalant. He's gonna tell you how he feel, and he's not gonna sugarcoat it.
Wow.
He just straight gonna tell you, boom. A lot of these people I deal with in the music biz, they're either promoters, producers, whatever the case may be. He's one of them.
Okay.
So basically what happens is I get invited to these music rooms. They make me a mod. And people come in with their music. And they ask us to critique it.
Okay.
So the other night, right, we in a room, we're listening to music, we're critiquing it. And every time it gets to Bino cutthroat. Like, bro, nah, that wasn't it. Nah, dog. And he told this one lady,
right,
this one young lady who came in there, he was like, you know what? You should just kill yourself.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, and I went, all of my mics lit up at the same time. Like, yo, Bino.
I bet.
But he cut throat. He was like, yo, in this music biz, he had to break it down. Like, bro, these people been sugarcoating stuff for way too long. Telling these people they sound good, and they don't. Giving them all kind of time in the studio, which they should not have.
Should not do. You promoting something that is not going to sell.
You know what I'm saying? If you come to my studio, I'm going to tell you what I feel. And I ain't going to care how you feel about it. Thank you for coming and spending a few hours with me. I got your money.
I got your money.
You have a good day.
Wow.
I said that dude right there, bro.
Wow.
I don't know, but it like I told him the other night. I'm like, yo, there's a lot of people out here that feel the same way you do, and
yep, and that's like it is, man.
Like people was mad at Simon. You know Simon. Of the what was it, American Idol? Idol.
Yes.
Simon was cutthroat. He wasn't sugarcoating nothing.
Oh no.
If he ain't like you, you gonna know it. Straight up. You gonna know it. Other people, they're like, yo, you know, I just feel like you should go back and do a little work and this and that and this. Joe be like, nah, bruh, don't do no more work. This is not your field.
It's not your field. Just stop. Like, why are you doing this? Like,
and I used to be like, man, he hard. That's messed up, dude.
I'm gonna tell you, man. More people like that is needed, man. It's needed. Like you can't just keep, you know what I'm saying, tiptoeing around certain situations. Sometimes you just gotta tear the Band-Aid off, man. Stop playing around with it. You know,
that's what he said too. That's exactly what he said.
Just say it, man. You keep trying to peel that shit, just tear that shit off.
It'll be quicker if you rip it off.
It ain't gonna change the end result. Whether you take that shit off little by little, or whether you rip that shit off, if that wound under there ain't healed, it's not healed. It ain't gonna change the end result. You still got to deal with it. So fuck it. Might as well get it over with. You know, like, hey, it is what it is. I definitely understand that mindset. Like I said, you know,
I know you do. That's why I brought it up, because
it comes with growth, man. It comes with growth. I tell people all the time, yo, if you want you sure you want my advice? Because I'm gonna be honest.
And he does the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, really? You really want to know? He give him a couple times, and they be like, yeah, please tell me. All right. And all of us would be like, uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know, because I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest, and it is what it is. Like, yo, my wife tell me all the time. She tell me all the time about my mouth, man. She be like, yo, babe, you can't be saying things like that. I be like, what? She be like, yo, the way you say things. I'm like, yo, I'm just honest, man. She be like, yo, she always say, I can't take you nowhere. I be like, listen, I'm just honest, man. I'm just, and then my face expressions, I can't hide shit.
You can't give it away. It's out there now.
She tell me that shit all the time, man. I be like, yo, babe, I'm not with the foolery, babe. I'm just not with. Like, I can't take you nowhere. Like, it is what it is, man. I'm just not with that, man. So that's why I stay in my cave.
It got a lot to do with upraising and where you from, because they always talk about how I don't know. They say I'm nice, but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
they be talking about me being messy because I am instigator.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where Gator come from. It's what I do. It's not just who I am.
I'm just crazy. They is
It's not
characters.
just my name. It's what I do.
Yeah.
Yo, why are you
Hey,
shocked?
hey, it is what it is,
But
man. Like,
I think it got to do with
yeah,
where you raised and who
it
you
do.
raised around, and
It do.
because in the South,
Mm-hmm.
depending on where you at in the South, you go
Uh-huh.
get that Southern hospitality.
Oh,
Like,
most definitely.
yeah, yeah, please and thank
Most
you. And
definitely.
like me growing up in the South and moving to New York
Uh-huh.
was a shell shock
Uh-huh.
because I was in New York going, thank you, please. And they was looking at me like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm doing something wrong. Like
Yep.
what is wrong with you people? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. What? Let me hold the door for you.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
I don't
happens,
know.
man. It
I don't know.
definitely
And I'm
happens.
still that way. I still be getting that as a grown man. Like, what? Like, I've had women tell me ain't nobody been that nice to them before. What?
Well, see,
I
that's
figured
a
it's just
whole
a normalty. Like, what? What do
that's
you
a
mean?
whole that's a topic for another night. That's a whole nother topic right there. We're not even going to touch that right there tonight.
It's
We'll
just,
talk about that on
yeah,
another.
we can talk about that another night.
That's
But
a
I'm just
whole
saying,
different other topic right there.
I just be getting thrown. And
Yeah.
honestly, it's I think the way that kids are raised now is different than when we was coming up.
Oh, most different. Yeah.
Might have something to do with the ages of the parents now. Because parents are getting younger and younger and younger every day. Like, bruh, come on, dog. I don't know, man. It's crazy to me. But it
Yeah.
is what it is.
It is what it is, though, man. But it's definitely true, bro. It is definitely true. I mean, and yeah, it has to do, you know what I'm saying, it does have to do, like you said, like where you grew up, how you grew up, things of that nature. I mean, I don't know. I get told a lot that I'm cold. Like I could be real cold and I could be real distant, you know. Or
Like I
like I
said,
said, the things I say, like sometimes I'm too honest, or like, you know,
that's that East Coast in you. That's
yeah,
all.
like I take yeah, like I give okay, like I give you an example. Like we was at this no, it wasn't a tailgate. We was at this like this horse race, you know, like they be racing horses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because my wife is country, she country. You know, I got a country woman. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so you know, so I do have that Southern hospitality. See, like on one side you got the Southern hospitality, that's my wife. Then on the other side, you got that New York City dude, that's me. So it's like, you know, it's
Y'all balanced out.
yeah,
We're gonna be in the middle somewhere there. It might take a minute, but we gonna get there.
We balance each other. You know what I'm saying? We balance each other. So
right.
You know, we at this horse race, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know, they racing the horses and stuff, and I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool. But I see a couple of horses, right, with a couple of dudes on them where they look like they too damn big for the horse.
Here we go.
And I'm looking like that don't look right. Like what the fuck? Or whatever. So I guess I must have said that one too many times, right?
Wow.
And my wife and her sister was like, yo, Cal, what? I said, yo, he too big for that damn horse. Like, what the hell? He need a bigger horse. They was like, yo, everybody, everybody was looking at me like, yo, Cal.
Cal feeling bad for the horse.
Like, yo, I'm like, what? That horse too damn small. Like, what the hell? They like, yo, you can't say things like people sensitive about their horses. You can't. I said, well, he need to get a damn new horse, but he need to get that horse to his son, his daughter. That shit too damn small, man. Like, what the fuck? You gonna break that fucking horse back, man? He riding that before always that. Oh, hell no. What the fuck, man? They like, yo, you can't say. I'm like, yo, listen, man, he gonna fall off that fucking horse, man. I'm telling you, that shit too damn small for him.
Cal, like that horse sure is riding low.
Yo, everybody's looking at me like, yo. They was like, yo, where you get this motherfucker from? Like, you know.
Lala, you see this? Do you see this?
She just looked at me. She was looking at. She gave me that look. She was like, "See, I can't take you nowhere. I just can't take you nowhere." I'm like, "Yo, bad. That motherfucker too big for that horse." I'm telling you, man. Look how skinny that horse leg. Look how skinny the horse leg. The horse, he looked like he's not even feeding the damn horse properly.
You were talking
like, yo, shut up. Yo, they was telling me shut up. It was like, yo, shut up, man. Somebody go hear you. I'm like, yo, he need to feed that fucking horse, man. He need to really feed that shit too damn skinny. He talking about riding the damn horse. I'm gonna ride though. No, hell no, you ain't gonna ride that motherfucker. You put that motherfucking horse back. You put that horse back. You need that horse is screaming. That horse wants you off his ass now. That horse ain't running because he's racing. That horse running because he wants your ass off him. Hell, boy, what the fuck?
Was he bucking? He was bucking.
That horse was booking. The horse was booking, man. He was gone. They was like, oh, yeah, he riding that horse. I'm like, hell, that horse riding fast. Like,
what was y'all at the Derby or something?
Yo, we was somewhere. Yo, but it was dope. Yo, it was dope, though. Like, yo, I had a good-ass time. I had a good time. But they was telling me, Cal, shut the hell up. It's like, yo, shut up.
Right. Bruh.
They was like, yo, don't bring. They was like, yo, where the hell you get this? But it was dope, though, man. I had a good time, man. But I just say, you know, like, I don't know. I just speak the truth.
We need somebody in the clique that gonna tell the truth, because you know.
You know, I'm just saying, man. Like, I just speak the truth. That's all. I just speak. I say what other people want to say, but they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that.
They be taking it in their head, like,
yeah, I say it.
And then all of a sudden, it come out, you'd be like, did I say that?
You'd be like, oh yeah, right.
Oh, there go Cal.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, now, yeah, Cal said,
yeah, Cal right there. I forgot.
Cal said that shit. I'm like, yeah, I said it. I said that shit, man. Like, what the hell? Like, why is she wearing that? She know that is not for her body type. Like, what the fuck? Like,
oh my God.
That is not what you should have on.
Oh my God. Oh. And you still here with us today?
I'm still here, man. I'm still here.
I'm like Lala now. Bruh.
I'm still here, man. I'm still here. I'm still here. Like, I'm saying.
Wow.
I mean, this is the stuff that my lady has to deal with.
I know. And hey,
we balance each other, man.
Does she talk to you anytime she goes anywhere, like around family and stuff? Is it y'all pull up to the event and you turn the car off and she just sits there like, Cal?
Nah, she don't. Nah, she don't have. Okay, she don't have to give me. You don't have to give me that type of talk, like, you know, like one of the kids, like, yo,
Cal,
better not.
This is my auntie.
Nah,
my auntie.
You don't gotta give me that talk. But what she does do, when she sees something that she know I may comment on,
she gonna turn to you and she be like, no.
She be like, babe. Like, she be like, babe. I'm like, what?
Oh,
that's like, what? She be like, don't, babe.
It'd be right on the tip of your tongue, too. Like, oh.
Babe, leave it alone. Babe, leave it alone. She'll see me starting up. She'll be like, babe.
She get loud with you.
Yeah, she'll be like, babe. No.
Oh, man. See,
yo, I got stories for days, man. I mean, I can tell you all types of. Oh my gosh, man! But you know,
and I'm the I would be the guy standing next to you, like tapping you on your shoulder, like, dude, you see that?
You feel what I'm saying?
Because I'm the instigator. I ain't gonna say nothing, but dude.
See, you gonna edge me on. You gonna be like, yo. You gonna be like, yo, Cal, you seen that? You gonna be like, yo, Cal. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, I seen that. What the fuck was that? Like,
I'm just gonna walk away. As soon as you start talking, I'm gonna walk away.
You gonna walk away, and I'm gonna be standing there like, oh shit.
You just gonna go in.
I'm just gonna go in.
I've done it to where, especially social media and stuff. I used to be on this site called UPOC. And it's a new UPOC now, but the old UPOC, they did rooms where you would call into them to this thing, and you can go down the list, talk in the rooms and all this. And I would go in the room. That's how I met my old producer.
Okay.
I go in the room and instigate some stuff and leave. I'll just completely leave the room, get off the site, come back 10 minutes later, and they in the room fighting, dog.
Oh my God.
And I'd be like, yo, why are y'all fighting? What's going on? And somebody say, because I've been Gator forever. Man, Gator started.
Gator started and left. Gator started everything and left. Not even there. No, Gator not even there no more.
Bro, that's how I got my name.
I believe
somebody said, you know what? You ain't nothing but an instigator. And I said, I got real quiet, and the whole room went, oh shoot, he liked that. Uh-oh. And they said I left the room, and I came back, and they all went to my profile and seen I had changed all my profiles to Gator.
I believe you. Yep, that's exactly. Yep.
That's how the instigator was born.
That's how the instigator was born, huh? Wow.
Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, I'm about to say, we here now, right? We here now. So just know, Gator is gonna instigate the shit out of things.
Hey,
Cal, you just don't know what's gonna come out my mouth. I'm just gonna say what I feel at the time when I feel it. What's going on, and just take it as it is. That's just what it is. I mean, hey, if it quack like a duck and it look like a duck, god damn it, it's a duck.
It's probably a duck.
Not dress that duck up and make him look like a swan. Don't try to make him look
dragon.
Like a pigeon. Because if you try to dress a pigeon up to look like a duck, I'm gonna be the one to be like, that's a motherfucking duck.
I'm gonna be like, bruh,
and I'm
ugly as all.
Right, and I'm gonna say that shit. I'm gonna be like, I don't know why they got that dirty ass pigeon dressed up like a duck. Ugly. I'm just saying.
Y'all could watch that bug or something. What the
damn, like they trying to put that pigeon in the water. What the hell are they doing? Yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
That's a shame.
Hey, it is what it is, man. That's what I mean by knowing your people.
Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, you got to
know your people.
Well, I've heard women say on podcasts, the girls that they hang out with, and I never understood it until I heard this. There's a reason there's a number of females hanging together. There's a reason.
Okay, what's that reason?
One of the reasons is because one of them, their whole job is every man that comes up to them, turn them away. It's girls' night. That's her job the whole night.
Okay.
You know about the hater. They always like, hey, come on, man.
See, we had I'm glad you brought that up.
So
I'm glad you brought that up. The female in the crew that her job is to turn the men away, be the hater.
That's the whole job. I was like, wait, that's a job of it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Every female crew does have that one. Now, see,
Right.
once you get hip to that, you adapt. Cause see, me and my people, once we got hip to that, back in my player days, my hey player days, you have one of your boys
the haters
that his job is to remove
the hater from the equation
from the other female. So his job, you send him in first. You send him in first. He goes in first, and he goes to assess the situation.
Find out where she at.
All of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
To dissect to see which one is the hater. Once he pinpoint which female is the hater, he is then down to show nothing but interest into the hater. The other females could be fine as I don't know what, but they don't exist.
Yeah, they ain't.
His job is to get the hater and show nothing but pure interest in her. And then once she maneuvers into being, charmed and she's feeling him too, because the thing about it is, secretly, the hater wants a guy to be into her as well.
Right.
But because she's the hater,
that's her job. She can't.
That's her job to remove that.
Yeah.
So once that guy shows that interest and he really, feeling her, he removes her. He takes her over to the other side.
Yep.
And then that's when we come in. Boom.
And I figured that, like, everybody got a job.
Everybody got a job.
Certain one, this is their job.
Everybody
Other one, this their job.
Yes.
And I'm like, man, why is it every time? It's always one that just hates.
Yeah.
Every time, like, no, man, that's my girl. We out tonight. No, move. Yeah, this is girl night.
Everybody gets their job description before you leave on the night out.
Right.
Everybody know what their job is. Everybody know what their job is. You got one. You got the guy that you got your guy that's there to remove the hater. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your other guy who's the baller. He's the shot caller, the baller. Then you got your guy who's Mr. Cool, relax in the cut. And then you got your funny guy. Then you got your funny guy, the one that's there to make everybody laugh. Everybody know their job descriptions before we leave. So you have a smooth night. And the females do the same thing. Like you said, you got the female hater. Then you got the party female, the one that's all about partying and getting it lived up. Then you got the classy
drunk all night.
Then you got the classy one, classy, laid back. She's the one to keep everybody safe and make sure nobody get out of line and not sneaking off with somebody. Because, females, they have a pact. If we all leave together, we all got to come back
together. Yep.
So, the classy, laid back one, that's her job to make sure everybody come back together. You know what I'm saying? So they be having their roles too, man. And you out to see where you fit in. You know what I mean?
See, now we just opened y'all eyes. That's what we do on the Man Cave.
That's what we do. See, we educate.
We know about this stuff. Y'all don't think we know about.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. That's what we do here, man. You know what? And that's gonna be. Hey. You know what? That's gonna be a show. We're gonna do an episode on that.
Bruh.
We're gonna do an episode on that.
That's gonna be the highest rated show.
We're gonna do an episode on that. That's gonna be a show.
Woo!
Female crew versus the man crew.
Bruh.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna put that together for y'all. We're gonna put that together for y'all.
Crazy,
I believe. But this has definitely been a great show, man. Before we exit out, we got the city background behind us tonight, because we feeling
right. Right.
Before we exit out, Gator, is there anything you want to leave the people with?
Hey, I want to shout out the young lady that passed what week ago, Crystal Bryan. I was telling y'all about.
Yes.
Her funeral is tomorrow. So I'm sending prayers and everything to her family, her friends.
Most definitely.
tomorrow's gonna be real hard. One of our close friends that was supposed to be there, but she has a situation where she can't go now. But she's been going through it. I've been trying to keep her laughing and stuff because that's kind of hard. It kind of threw us off, dog, just to find out that way. So I'm praying for them, for this family of this young lady that got killed. I'm praying for her family. I can't even imagine. Dog. My daughter, bro, like you said, my daughter's around that age. I couldn't even fathom, dude.
Right.
And on the good side, shout out to my fans on my Jacob DJ favorite page. Y'all done tipped me, bro, because I was tripping like, why I can't get on my page? I was flipping out. And come to find out it's because I got a high quality page. I'm like, wait, what? And then they sent me a message showing me how many people was following me. And I'm like, well, I know that, but oh, okay, well, I guess it is a lot of people. So shout out to everybody that's following your boy. If you want to follow me, I'm on Facebook. It's Jacob/DJ Favor. Like the page. I'm on Twitter at DJ Favor. I think it's DJ_Favor. And then my Instagram is DJ_Favor as well. So follow your boy. I follow back. That's it for me, dog.
All right. That was a long ass outro, man. Damn.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I never do that long. But if you want me to continue talking,
just saying. You ask a brother where he wanna exit out with and talk to people, give a whole bio script, you know.
You're welcome.
Just saying. I ain't even room for me to say nothing.
Stop it.
Nah, man. I just want to say, like I always say, man, thank you for tuning in, you know, in the Man Cave. We do appreciate our fans. We do appreciate our listeners, you know, very much. Without y'all, wouldn't be no us. So I just want to say, everybody, thanks for tuning in. And I just want to say, as we, you know, talked about tonight's topic and talked about a few things, but I just want to leave y'all with this. Just know, like I said, everyone, you're all great and you all deserve greatness and you deserve good.
Yeah.
Don't keep negativity a part of your life because you're comfortable with it or you adapted to it. If someone's doing you wrong, recognize it for what it is and move accordingly.
Right.
But don't give other people excuses for their wrong actions towards you. We all deserve greatness, and don't be the cause of blocking your own blessings. Everybody is not meant to grow with you. Some people, that's why some people we grow apart.
Let them go. Yep.
Sometimes we grow in different directions. And, you know, it may be painful, it may not feel right, but growth is always great, especially when you're growing in the right direction. Not everybody's just meant to go, you know, and be a part of your growth, and that's fine. But do know you're never doing nothing wrong, growing in a positive way and moving in a positive way for your light to shine brighter. Don't ever make excuses for it, and don't ever fault yourself for it. Continue to be great, everybody. So thanks for tuning into the Man Cave, and y'all have a good night. We out.
Y'all be safe.